Today we're going to be building a real working LEGO Technic fan with power functions that does actually work. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Let's start with two number 11 Technic beams. I'm calling these number 11 because they do have 11 holes in each. So that's the number scheme I'm going to use in this tutorial. Same with the friction pins. These are number 3 because these are 3 studs long. Let's place a few of these friction pins on both ends of the beams where the flange is at the bottom. Now let's take two number 15 Technic beams. Let's place them on the ends of one of the Technic assemblies. Skip 6 holes, and we are going to set this right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we place it in the 7th hole. Hoping I'm doing this right. Let's take another number 11 and two number 3 friction pins. Let's place the pins on the ends like so. It doesn't matter which way the flange goes, but you do want the pins where they stick out on both sides. Let's flip this over, and we're going to stick this on the bottom. Let's take two regular friction pins, place them right above the previous friction pins. Let's take two more regular friction pins. We're going to skip the hole in the middle. We're going to place them on both sides of that hole. This hole is going to be reserved for the shaft for the fan blades. Next, take two more number 3 friction pins. We are going to skip a hole right here next to the friction pin. Let's place them with the gaskets facing down. Let's flip it over. We're going to take two more number 3 friction pins. I'm going to place them in like so, where we are in the 3rd hole from the left and a 3rd hole from the right. Now, flip it over again. There will be a lot of flipping in this project. Let's take two more number 3 friction pins. We're going to stick them in this hole right here, where the flange is at the bottom. Also, be sure to hold down on the bottom as well while pressing these down. So we have something that looks like that. Now take two number 7 Technic beams. Let's place them right on top of the friction pins. Oh, see right there? And that's going to come apart. We're going to have to be very slow on this. I'm still new with Technic. I can do regular LEGO tutorials, but not Technic very well. Let's grab two more number 3 friction pins. Let's place them right here where they lined up with the pins on both left and right hand sides. And we want the flange to go down as well. Let's lock this center portion with a number 11 Technic beam. Let's build a support for the motor. Take two 3x5 Technic beams. We're going to place one on the right hand side where all the pins are locked together, where these two are still sticking out. Same on the left hand side. Take two more number 3 friction pins, place one on the left and one on the right on the ends of the 3x5 angular Technic beams. Take another number 11 Technic beam, set it right on top of the previous Technic beams and friction pins. You're going to have to give it a little bit of force to press all that down. Finally, let's crown off these 2 friction pins with a number 3 Technic beam. Now these 4 pins right here, these are going to be used to attach the screen that we'll be building in a little bit. Now let's attach the power functions motor simply with the studs on the bottom. We're going to slip this in like so. Now for the battery box, let's attach that on the bottom. We want to make sure that this friction pin is in the center hole. And of course you can wire this up. Make sure the switch is off. I don't want any sudden surprises. Let me get that all untangled. There we go. And I'm going to take the excess wire, I'm just going to tuck it inside of here. And there's the stand. Not too exciting. Let's start constructing the cage. To begin the cage assembly, let's take 3 branch cross hole assembly with a center hole. Take a 2 stud long cross axle. Let's connect 2 of these together. Take another 2 stud long cross axle. Place another 3 branch assembly. And finally, let's place another cross axle on this pin. We're going to need to make 2 of these. I already have one done in advance for you. We can slip these 2 together like so. Now let's take a 9 stud long shaft. Here's a cheating way of measuring your cross axles. Just line them up on a plate and you can count the studs. I have 9 studs, so this is a 9 stud long cross axle. Let's place one on the bottom right and on the top left. Finally, let's take 2 more 3 branch cross hole assembly, place them on like so. Let's set this off to the side. Take another 3 branch cross hole assembly and a 2 stud long cross axle. Place it like so, where this is on the top right. Let's place another number 2 cross axle. Let's finish off this with a 90-degree number 6 cross hole assembly. Let's take a number 9 cross axle, stick it in the remaining branch. Let's take another 3 branch assembly, place on the left hand side, followed by a number 2 cross axle and a 90-degree number 6 cross axle assembly. Now take another number 2 cross axle and a 3-branch crosshole assembly. Place it on the left, and a number 9 cross axle. We're going to need to make 2 of these, so of course, magic of YouTube, I made a second one in advance. So let's put these on here. These easily just slip in place. Take your time, there's no need to rush and get this done. There we go. Same with the bottom. Let's slide this off to the side. Take another 3-branch crosshole assembly and 2 number 2 cross axles. Place them on the right hand side. Take 2 more 3-branch crosshole assemblies. Place them on the cross axles. Now, 2 more number 2 cross axles. Slip them on the right. Let's finish those off with 2 90-degree angle number 6 crosshole assemblies. Let's slip 3 number 9 cross axles in the remaining holes. Let's place a 3-branch crosshole assembly on the bottom and another 3-branch on the top. Let's place 2 number 2 cross axles on the top and 2 on the bottom. Let's finish off these 2 ends with a couple of 90-degree number 6 crosshole assemblies. We're going to need to make 2 of these, and again, I made one in advance. So we can set one on the right and one on the left, and we have to squish this together. So let's see if we can do this without making a mess. So let's slowly work everything in. Slide this one on the left as well. Just take your time. You don't need to be breaking anything. And now we're going to need to make 2 of these assemblies. Now let's attach the cage on the stand where we have the Technic pins going through these 2 holes and these 2 holes in the center. Just like with everything else, let's work that in very slow. No need to rush through this. Also, don't commit and press it down all the way. You want to make sure everything's lined up. See how I have everything in each hole? Now we can lock this down. Now let's take a number 8 cross axle. Let's stick it right inside into the motor. Now let's get building on the fan blades. Let's start with a number 2 Technic Beam and 2 number 3 friction pins. Slip the friction pins right through the beam. Now let's take a bent number 7 Technic Beam. I'm not sure of the interior angle. Place it on the right hand side. Let's take a 5x11 right panel, place it in these two studs, like so. We're going to need to make 3 of these. Let's take a 3-branch cross-axle assembly with a center cross-axle hole. Now if I can remember how to put this together, you're supposed to set it in this hole on the bottom. It's very important to take reference photos when you're making tutorials. Sometimes you forget and spend about 20 minutes trying to remember what you did. There we go. There's the fan blade. Now let's install it. Now let's stick the fan blade onto the shaft. Need to put it right inside that slot. So we need to guide that in. Just press it down. That's the tough part. Let's decorate the front of this up. Let's take a 6x6 parabola and a 2x2 round brick. Place the round brick inside. On the outside, let's finish those studs off with a 2x2 round tile. Let's place this on the shaft. Does cover up that area nice. Now, we're going to need to take 12 number 7 cross axles. We're going to need to place them inside of these 90-degree axle connectors. So we're going to need to work around the whole parameter of the fan. And then we can attach the front of the cage. This is a nice fan to put together. It's a fun project, provided that it cooperates. And the last two on the right. That one was trying to get away from me. Now let's place the second half of the cage assembly. So I want to line these up with these. Now, just like with all the other parts, you don't want to commit to fastening one area and just start very slow and work your way around. Sometimes this will pop back apart, so we don't want to bind something up and break a piece. So this is going to be a while. Once we get all these situated, we can commit to pressing everything down firm. Looks like everything's lined up. Now we can start working everything in. And there's the cage to the fan. Nice and sturdy. Make a nice tabletop fan. So let's turn it on. It does go in forward and reverse. And it does blow a nice steady breeze. And of course, if you go in reverse, cools off the wall. Be a good little exhaust fan too. Now honestly, you could actually gear this up and make the blade spin faster, but I like it the way it is. That, and it is for safety reasons. This is not meant to be used as a regular household fan to cool you off in those hot summer months, but it is a project that can be built upon and make improvements to it. Hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial on a real working LEGO Technic fan. If you like this video, be sure to comment your thoughts and click that like button. To show your appreciation, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified of my latest LEGO video content. Check out my other LEGO related videos and visit my social media. Thank you for watching.